Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight the time has finally come and we are checking out The Walking Dead Dead City. This is episode 1 called Old Acquaintances. So I wonder who they're referencing there. But either way, I'm super excited for this. Obviously, Negan's a bit of a fan favorite for everyone. It's good to have Maggie back.
Almost everyone.
Almost. Some people haven't forgotten, and that's fair. But hey, I just ready for more Walking Dead content.
I'm actually pretty excited with having The Walking Dead back. We had a little break, a little bit of Last of Us in there. Now we get The Walking Dead itself back. 2 of the most popular members, but either way, I'm ready. I'm going to shut up. Let's go!
Taking over the buildings.
That's awesome. Good for them. Oh,
we're jumping right into it.
Quality.
Doesn't it just seem different visually to you? Like almost like it's filmed different?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, that's
look
a
at
lot.
that. Oh, the Ninja Walkers.
Oh, the Ninja Walker.
Jeez. Oh, look at this shot.
Remind you of anybody? Boom.
Starting off with pain right away.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Oh, look at new trailer.
Yeah, new start.
Oh, a new intro.
It's interesting that Maggie didn't really have any weapons with her to use other than the spotting scope.
No, I want to call out, I didn't like how they had the walker on top of her and his mouth was dragging on the side of her arm.
Yeah.
We all know if that was any other character, it would have been a bite.
Yeah.
But I'll let that one slide. Mm-hmm. It's just weird not hearing the classic.
I know
Walking
it
Dead
doesn't.
theme.
Without the music, it just doesn't feel right. What is going on here?
I probably shouldn't. I'm not in the best headspace. I went out scavenging, came home to find it overrun by groaners.
Came to the right place. We got a guy here. He does groaner work.
Groaners.
Could maybe loan him out.
Generator needs a refill by now.
Where's the little girl's room?
Down the hall.
Is she got a little bit of Carol in her, kind of portraying she's less capable than what she is? That's what I'm thinking.
Well, right now she's playing drunk because she wants,
Yep.
She wants info. Because remember in the trailer, we saw that, well, I don't want to say it just in case someone didn't watch the trailer, but we know the plot.
Mm-hmm. Both Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Lauren Cohan are executive producers on this.
That's right. They do have EP credits.
Yep. Yeah, they just showed it.
I'm kind of surprised that we just literally got thrown right into it.
Yeah, we're just there. Used to get those knives when I was a kid. Those things are garbage.
Hey, but for this time.
Yeah, they'd be all right. Used to buy them at the trading post in Canada.
Let me guess. Vasquez from down the road sent you here to snoop? I've got a little message for Vasquez.
Oh!
Nice!
Oh, right through her hand. Ah, there's our guy.
What's she land on?
No, I think she just fell.
Can't get the hat.
Gotta have my hat there, Indiana Jones. That's risky leaving your keys in there, Maggie.
What was all that?
Yeah, a bunch of
the maps. That's why she had the one page.
Just the one page, yep. What are we doing here? Whoa!
Sorry.
Good to see you too. Wanted by the new Babylon Marshals. Well, goddamn. For a wanted man, I look good. I'm keeping this. Jenny, hey, come here.
Hey, you remember where I taught you?
There's Annie, your kid.
Jenny, this here is Maggie. See, Maggie and I are old acquaintances.
A few weeks back, I got raided. Outnumbered, overpowered, stole all our grain, Said they'd be back in a month for more. Took hostage as collateral.
Remind you of anyone?
I tracked them all the way up the Hudson. By then they'd already made it across.
How do I figure into this, Maggie?
The man who's got her show, they call him the Croat. You know him, right before he took my son. Do you know what he did?
Oh, he whistled.
It's the last thing I heard before I met you.
That crow.
Oh, she cracked a little bit.
We're talking about the same crow. He always stood out as being an exceptionally insane son of a bitch. If it's the crow that's got him,
No,
why am I going to help you?
because you
Because
owe
I
me.
owe you, right?
You're the last person that I wanted to ask for help. Because if I found you here, the marshals will too.
You still got a decent setup at Hilltop. Kids, school.
We'll put up that girl.
So
It's so
Annie and the kid are still. Well, I know you and I were saying she's not gonna make it.
Yeah. It's just interesting that it's Maggie and Negan together, given their history. It just makes for such an outstanding story right off the jump.
Mm-hmm. You know, he never did answer her about Annie
No,
and the kid.
no.
So that's something we should probably keep in mind. So what, are we 12, 14 years in? Hate to be that guy, but I don't know if gas would be totally working.
Yeah.
Look at that. Flares?
No, why would
Those
you?
are pretty popular in Fear the Walking Dead.
I don't recall this being the way to Hilltop.
It's because it isn't.
That's not what we talked about, Maggie.
It's the same people. Same setup, just had to relocate.
Oh, that's just eating her up.
Yeah. That after everything he did, he gets to have a kid, and hers is taken away, and her husband because of him.
When the marshals came poking around, she asked to go with me.
Why doesn't she talk?
She was living with her dad. He took off one night, didn't come back. She went looking for him. He turned. She just hasn't spoken since.
It's me.
Oh, I assume she's with Maggie.
Yeah, because that's why Maggie put up the flare for her people.
Marshals! What? Shit. Put that away. Put that away.
Oh, they got prohibition here. No gambling, no drinking, no fun.
I guess. Why else would they be putting it away?
Yeah.
Have you seen this man? Goes by the name of Negan. He's murdered a magistrate in cold blood, along with 4 others. Which means in the Code 14, Section 2 of New Babylon law, he'll be executed. He'll be dangled upside down and sawed in half lengthwise. This is a man who's built up an empire. Story goes he once lined up a group of unarmed folks, and he bashed in a man's head with a baseball bat in front of the man's pregnant wife.
Well, to be fair, it was more than just one.
Think that was done as a reminder for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this man?
Liquor, drugs, gambling, hoarding, all prohibited under Code 19. Together amounted to a public execution.
Damn it, you're breaking my arm!
Oh, yeah. You're very perceptive.
He worked here. He killed the walkers.
It was a blue truck, parked out front. That's mine!
That's all you needed to say. The truth. Code 14, Section 8, aiding and abetting.
Oh. Oh. Oh, just feeding her to him.
I don't know about you, Quinn, but I feel like we got a serious villain here.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, he's just enforcing the law, Dave.
All right, I will come back for you soon.
It's getting late.
They're going to take care of her, right?
Same woman's been looking for him and leaving all those broken bones behind.
Hey, what I did back there wasn't because I wanted to. It had to be done.
Oh, you've got the book. And that's the one page he's going to know where to look. Manhattan.
Yep, that's the page. Yep.
Whoa!
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 Whoa! We're going back?
Oh, they
Oh!
showed it!
Oh!
They showed
Oh,
it!
they're showing everything!
Oh!
Wow, I did not expect to see this ever again.
So that's obviously when he got taken. She was mixing that up, getting the mixed feelings. Wow.
That was crazy.
That was awesome. Ian and Andrew, you taking notes? Just saying.
All right, so how's this whole operation supposed to lay out?
I got a plan.
Top secret, huh? I am on a need-to-know basis, I guess. That's cool. You don't trust me. I wouldn't trust me either. You see, I got what I wanted. Jenny is safe. I could kill you right now.
You could try.
Rick?
Tough. You need me. What I did, it's not like the marshals say. I do believe I've paid for what I've done.
Technically, by Rick's standards.
Well, Rick did, you know.
Hey, that's the second opportunity there that he didn't mention Annie. He said, I got what I want in Jeannie.
Yeah.
Jenny.
He hasn't mentioned his wife and kid.
Smoke shows up like that every morning at the same time.
Sometimes a building on fire is just a building on fire.
Uh-oh. No way.
So, what's the deal with Manhattan? What's so special about it?
Manhattan was one of the epicenters. Military destroyed all the bridges and tunnels hoping to contain it. Once home to 1.5 million people. Let's do a sweep.
Oh, looks like he's got alternate plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gone. Where's the ninja walker?
Don't.
Ninja Maggie.
I was going to say that RV reminded me a lot like Dale. Oh, the boat. He took him.
What, these guys got a little paddle boat or what?
Empty your pockets.
For my grandma. She's sick. I'm all she has left.
You can try again, pulling on her heartstrings.
What are you doing?
Tossing him overboard. It's not like he's coming to the party. Hey, relax. He is a marshal, Maggie, junior marshal, whatever the hell he is. Every second he stays, he's a threat, a liability.
Yeah, or insurance.
The Rock.
You know, you have been sticking it to me in infinite little ways since the second we hooked up. And I get how having Herschel taken has you spinning out. Vengeful thoughts that I thought you had put to bed. Clearly, you have woken the hell up. But what I don't get is after all these years, you still think I'm the bad guy. I'm not. Maybe everyone is. How many husbands and fathers have you killed?
Exactly. That was always our point.
What you did, you don't ever put something like that to bed.
I'll talk about it in the review, but it's interesting how 2 years later, Maggie from the last episode she made that speech to him, and yeah, granted now she did say she kind of forgave him, but kind of didn't.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
I'll never forget sort of thing.
Yeah. But now she's just back to Rage Maggie on Negan, which,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to complain about that, but it's
no, but
I get what they're trying to do,
yeah.
keeping attention here for Negan and Maggie.
They do have a history of kind of messing with characters, the way they act from season to season, so we'll see.
Fuck me.
Oh, we got one.
We got one. Trying to show the intimidation factor already.
Where are all the choppers?
Oh, jeez.
Choppers.
Christ.
Can't you just call them walkers?
Hey, when this is over, will you look after Jenny for me?
I'm not going back to her.
Because you're not going back to her. You know what Maggie's going to do? Dude wants Negan, right?
Yep.
She'll
trade Negan for Herschel.
Negan for Herschel. That's her plan.
Yep. Because then he can, Croatian guy or Crota, whatever,
Croat
can turn Negan into the Marshals and who knows what else. What are you doing, dummy?
Oh, noise.
Yeah. That was a no-no.
I get it. Emotional moment.
What are the odds?
They walking off a building there?
It's raining walkers.
Chompers, Quinn.
Chompers.
And
Groaners.
Groaners.
Seriously? Walkers are falling from the sky now?
The scaffolding!
I wonder if we're going to have any smart walkers in this season.
I think we will. Well, we should, but now who is that?
Yeah, that wasn't a walker.
Get your shit together, dickhead.
That looked like a kid to you, or maybe just a
that looked like a
woman, maybe
a woman.
Okay.
Look at the buses.
Wow, that's a wall. All right, it's gonna be a taxi. Better hope they don't see you guys.
Oh, nasty, but I like the spin.
It is nice. They're coming towards you. Ooh,
Oh, this
Megan,
is
what?
gross.
She's getting a lot of them on her.
Oh! Yuck,
Oh,
man.
is that a lot?
Disgusting.
Maybe it'll distract the walkers. No.
Oh, boy.
Little side door, maybe. Yep.
Well, if it's the marshals, they can't have that much ammo.
No. I think it's a group who was with the woman that was watching them in the building. Is it the marshals?
Sure,
It looked like
their
their jackets.
Yep.
Nobody gets out. I'm guessing you know this by now, but I'm a New Babylon Marshal. I'm not your enemy. I come from New Babylon. I got a wife and 3 daughters. I don't know why you with that man I'm looking for, but I'm guessing you got your reasons.
Oh, you know, he's toast here.
That door ain't gonna last. That'll distract him a little.
Follow me.
Oh!
What the? That's a mouse!
It's a rat inside
Rat
him.
in the mouth!
Oh, he's getting blood all over him.
Where'd Negan go?
That's a lot of noise.
Next time I tell you to move, you move.
Oh! Oh, you missed, Pearly. You just took out your own guy.
There goes the door.
Yep. He's done.
And he's gone. It's like we wrote this episode.
Yeah,
man.
it's like I think Pearly's going to be working with Negan and Maggie now.
I need him to save my son.
Well, not good enough for him.
Is it a cross on there?
Maybe.
Because all I saw was like a ring.
Yeah, that's all I saw too.
Just like Negan said, how many husbands and fathers have you taken out?
And he's got a wife and 3 kids. Now, granted, she didn't 86 them.
She didn't, but she almost.
Yeah.
And that's what that look was for.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Pearly took out his own dude.
Whoops.
Poor guy. Hey! Nice.
That was crazy.
That was cool.
Well,
and there's Herschel.
Just like your mother, maybe your father. Did you ever meet the man? Killed your father. He lived among your mother's people for years. Negan, what do you know about him?
I'm not saying shit.
He's got some Glen in him.
I was fascinated by Manhattan. The irony is that in death, because the struggle galvanizes you. What?
He got away.
Well, it must be this guy.
That guy.
Oh, he's
Look at
looking
that.
rough.
Just tell me what I need to know about your people.
Oh, the old T-bar there.
Is he going to get split? Nope, they let him go.
Yeah.
New record, no?
Worked better in Tango and Cash. Oh, come on. Folks, it feels so good to be back. Diamond Dave and I are happy to be back with all of you. And Walking Dead Dead City 1-1. It did not disappoint. Now, I know we started out having a little fun and, we had our couple of nitpicks here and there. But at the end of the day, I know I'm happy to have Walking Dead back, and especially Lauren Cohan and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, because they're so outstanding on screen together because of their characters' history. And there was a ton of callbacks to that episode. I think you all know what I'm talking
7-1.
about. But a ton of callbacks to that, which we really haven't had that. And we had with the main show, Maggie kind of went through her rage a little bit and then seemed to come around a little bit. She had the line where she said,
Basically, I won't forget.
Yeah, I won't forget.
Can't
that
forgive
sort
you
of
kind
thing.
of thing.
Can't forgive you. That sort of thing. So it was interesting to see her kind of come around full circle. Now, I think that obviously it's different when her son is taken and she's reminded of Negan because of how Crota did what he did with the whistling and everything. So I think it'd be fair to say that that's what brought up all her emotions and all her rage at Negan again. So I think that's pretty fair. But guys, this was a fantastic episode. We saw how the Marshals are absolutely ruthless, even willing to risk their own man for a shot, which didn't work out. He ended up taking out the Junior Ranger, so he's not going to get his little Junior Ranger badge, I guess. Anymore. So much for him. Interesting with Negan that the mention of his wife and kid was only brought up, and then the way he acted around Jenny kind of gave me the vibe that she's all he has, and I don't think his wife and kid are around anymore, but maybe they'll be revealed. But that's my early prediction there. Guys, if you've watched the channel, you know I'm a huge John Carpenter fan, and all I could think was Escape from New York. I was waiting for Cabby to come by in his taxi. I was waiting for the Duke to come in and see Snake Plissken coming in on the glider, but I really like the way this is shot visually. It's really incredible and really fun to watch, so I'm looking forward to the rest of this season.
Yeah, I know I kind of picked some fun at it here and there, but overall, seriously, a good, I think a strong open for Dead City here.
Yeah, it's like once we got into it.
Yeah, considering it's not the main cast anymore. I mean, two of them, but we're for us, I'm so used to Sunday nights or Thursday nights whenever we record this stuff, we're getting the full outright cast. Yep. Depending on if Scott Gimple has his hands on it or not, we're doing a bottle episode, of course. But no, I really thought this was a strong open for Dead City. I'm going to kind of bounce around between nitpicks and some good stuff here. Like the nitpick where right away in the open where that bloated walker his face was resting on Maggie's arm. We've seen quite a few times in here now. Ninja walkers just getting the arm.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of having the walker's face basically resting on her arm because of previous things we've seen where the walker's taken advantage of that and gotten them. So little plot armor there for Maggie. Not mad because obviously they can't take Maggie out in the first 15 seconds.
Wouldn't that
show.
be something? Huh?
That would be wild if they actually did that.
Watching Scream.
To the Walking Dead writers, all of them, guys, men and ladies, we got to stop giving. And I understand because the comeback is, well, Dave, not everyone knows that they're called walkers. They have their own names for them. Having Maggie now, who's been saying walker for 12 years, now we're just going to say groaners for Maggie. Nope, I'm not. No, pass. Stop doing that.
It's just,
for the love of God. Fear. Ian and Andrew ruined that for me so bad with all their nuances with the
silly little
can't
names.
do it. So stop.
No.
Please. I mean, Chompers, fine. The rookie, red shirt, sure, I get it. He's probably, that could fall into that category of not everyone says walkers, Dave. Come on.
You know, just call it walkers because it's distracting and kind of takes you out of it.
Yeah, it's annoying. And the reason why it's annoying is because it almost feels forced by the writers to say, hey, you know, we got to switch it up now after 12 years.
It takes
if
me
they
out
were
of it.
doing that like in year 3 and just kind of here and there.
If they weren't consistently
they
called
did.
walkers already, it would be different.
And
but
granted, they did once in a great time, but now it's like force feed. We got to start calling them something else. I'm not a fan of it. If you are, fantastic.
It's just strange.
Not knocking anyone for if they like it. I just personally don't care for it anymore. I'm kind of surprised you didn't mention this, so maybe we could bounce back here quick. We got plenty of time yet. Folks, we were just kind of thrown into this. Like, there was I thought at that start where we saw Maggie rage on that walker, I thought maybe there would have been because we're in the now here after the intro and title credits. Boom, which they didn't. They picked up right from where Maggie went, and then when they showed us the book, the map book where she took the page.
Mm-hmm.
But prior, like what happened in because I think someone or somewhere said it was a 2.5 year jump that we're seeing here. So we just got thrown in with no takebacks on it.
Yeah, I mean, we both kind of, and I don't know if it'll make the cut, but we both kind of noted that, like Diamond Dave said, and I think because this is a limited series, and again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I just think because it's a limited series, do you really have to go, because we've had so many time jumps on this show already. It's like, do you really have to waste valuable screen time by going back and showing something that, essentially really doesn't matter because Maggie's already there. We know what the mission is. We know what the goal is. It's a limited run. Let's just get to it. Now, maybe they'll have some flashbacks of whatever, how Maggie got there, her community that she was in. Maybe they'll have that, but I get the vibe that it's going to be such a tight, compact story.
6 episodes. 5 left.
Yeah, 5 episodes. It's like, look, they're here. This is what they're doing. That's the target. That's the goal. Nothing else matters.
By the way, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I was just surprised, like,
it took us both by surprise. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then the score. I thought the score was actually really done well in this whole episode with whenever the marshal was on, during some of the tense scenes that we had going on. I thought the score was great. The Maggie flashback in the truck.
Oh, was that good?
I know you alluded to it in yours, but man, was that... I never thought we'd see that again because, during that time when 7-1 aired...
That turned a lot of people off. A lot of people turned it off and never came back.
And they actually showed pieces that I thought they'd never show again because they wanted to, make the fans happy of not showing that stuff again. But I'm glad you did it. So, bravo.
And
that
again,
was really well done.
It adds to the layers and the complexity of Negan and Maggie's relationship. Like, here's the last two
and
people.
And a reminder.
Yeah, who should be anywhere near each other. But we had those subtle reminders that they kept dropping, and I thought that was really well done. When Negan gave Maggie the look when she was over the marshal, maybe thinking about doing it, maybe not, we don't know. But I liked all those little drops, and I think it's easier to tell a story like that when you really only have 2 characters that you have to focus on.
Yeah, so let me know your thoughts on what you thought of that flashback too, because again, never expected that to happen. Annie, I know you were talking about it. Folks, I think you and I were right, and I think some of you might have been with us on that train of Annie. Something's going to happen to Annie. There's been multiple opportunities in here where Negan could have talked about him, and he didn't. It was Jeannie.
Yep.
Jeannie,
yeah.
The whole time. There was never Annie this or Annie that. Yeah. It was Jeannie. So I think they're gone.
Yeah, because when Negan was essentially handing her off to Maggie's people, he had that look like, this is the most important person in the world to me, and I have nothing else.
And just before they got back in the truck, he was really concerned, like, hey, is there good people there? Is she going to be taken care of?
Made a point of that.
So I think Annie's gone. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's gone because, again, they had opportunities there. Negan said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Koret, I'm butchering the name. I'll get it eventually, folks. But the main villain here,
Croat.
Thank you. He was trying to play on Herschel a little bit with Negan. Oh, did you meet the murderer of your father? Or, your father's killer.
And he wasn't having it. He basically just told him, right here, pal.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I like that. It reminded me of Glenn.
Yes. And the way they're trying to play he was trying to play the mind game with Herschel, which Negan, fantastically already came out to him like 3 years ago, saying, hey, I did it. And then that whole conversation, because you saw it. And then I want to give props to Eli, the showrunner, because he has been with the show for quite some time, and now he's the showrunner of this. Strong first open. I'm just hoping it's not like a downhill from here. I hope it's gasoline now, because we've seen, folks, I was so happy in here because I pick on Angela Kang a little bit for her setup for writing. Because you start off,
it's hot. Predictable. You know how it's going.
You start off hot, and we'll just say Act 1, Act 2 is we'll bring it down. We met someone. We have the sob story that we need to tell in every single episode, and then boom, we got a banger of an ending. Here was pretty much go.
Pretty steady all the way through, and I think that's because being a 6-episode run, it lends itself to that, where you can have that consistent build and staying tight. The one thing I did want to bring up about Herschel, since you talked about him, look, these guys need to realize, because Croat is a guy who lived in the normal world and then had to adapt to the apocalypse. All Herschel's known is the apocalypse. These kids are going to be built different than normal people, and I like how they kind of gave us some of that with Herschel. That was really nice.
Yeah, folks, really interested in seeing what you thought of The Walking Dead one by one, or The Walking Dead Dead City here, one by one.
There you go.
We're on fire with. I thought it was a good strong open with Maggie and Negan. I'm excited. I'm actually saying I'm excited for episode 2 on this, which I was hoping I would feel. So good job. Strong episode.
Yep, feels like the old days, guys. So for Diamond Dave Damone, I'm Mason Quinn. This has been Bad Medicine. That was The Walking Dead Dead City, and we will see you back for the next one.